Hey everyone, this message is for Aries for the first half of December, the 1st through the 15th. Just remember this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with everyone. And I want to thank everyone who's been liking, subscribing, sharing, all that fun stuff. So, also, if you are interested in a personal reading, I'll leave the information in the description box. So, I pre-shuffled your cards and pulled them for you, and we have whom do you need to forgive? As you release old anger or resentment, you will find that your wishes will come true. Spring, your desire fully manifests as the flowers begin to bloom. Spiritual teacher, your life purpose involves teaching others about healing and spirituality. New home, moving is a step in the right direction for you. Trust your intuition. Awakening your true self. Miracle healing. And happily ever after. So, it definitely feels like, you're definitely stepping into a new cycle for the beginning of December. It's feeling like you have kind of been going through this healing process, and you are starting to awaken. You're starting to be more familiar with who you really are, who your true self is, and you're starting to understand your authentic self more. It feels like you are trying to release a lot from your life internally, like within yourself, and it feels like you are kind of understanding like how you got to where you are right now. Like you realize that you were living a completely different way, and you weren't it feels like you weren't spiritually connected, or you weren't connected to your intuition as much as you are now. So it feels like you're starting kind of like your spiritual awakening. It definitely feels like you're starting to trust yourself, and you're starting to see that like these little synchronicities are happening, or like when you trust your feelings, like it feels good and the outcome usually works out pretty well, and it all feels like how it's supposed to be, and you're starting to like catch on to that now. And now it's also feeling like you guys are putting in the energy and the work and the thinking about where you want to take your life. It feels like you guys are kind of realizing that you can do whatever you want, and you just have to like want it and put the energy out there, and keep opening yourself up, and you can achieve it. And it feels like you're starting to put your thought into like what is going to be your happily ever after, what is going to be in your best interest for the happiness in your life. And it feels like you're starting to think about the changes and the moves and the steps that you need to take to get to that part of your life. It also feels like you need to kind of let go of the past, that you have maybe you have regrets on some of the decisions that you've made up until this point, or you're kind of thinking back like, oh, if I knew this, I would have done that, or I should have done that different. And like it feels like you need to let go of that and don't worry about it, because all the decisions that you've made have gotten you to this point, and that's why you're having this awakening now. And this is why this is all planned out, and for a reason. It's all part of the plan. So just keep looking forward, don't dwell on the past, and don't be so hard on yourself, and just keep connecting with your higher self, listening to your intuition, and moving forward in that way. Trust yourself, trust that those feelings and those thoughts and those answers that you get, are real and okay. So that is what I'm getting for the first 2 weeks of December. I also pulled an angel card, and it's Akasha. You are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. So that's a really nice message for some of you that are starting to have your spiritual awakening. You're starting to feel guided maybe to help others. So that is your message for December 1st through the 15th. And stay tuned for the weeklies and weekend readings throughout the month.